Good afternoon, traders. It is Tuesday, June 1st, 2021, and the U.S. stock market is closed. Hey, June really got off to a wild start today. I am pretty excited. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I've been so depressed about these stocks and the markets in general. And today I just kind of have a rush of optimism and enthusiasm, and I'll explain this a little. Uh, First of all, you're looking at the Dow. What the Dow did today had nothing to do with what was happening us, but the Dow took off this morning like a bird. It opened down here and it went up to here in 15 minutes. I think this was pretty close to positive 300 points, but it came back within that 15-minute period about here and then drifted down all day long, but still it ended up 46 points for the day. So anyway, the statistics today are pretty amazing. We had negative $35,000 in open trade on 21 positions on the close on Friday. And you heard me, if you heard my video, saw my video, you know I was just terrified that $35,000 was going to get a lot worse today. I just didn't see any hope for that pile of crappy stocks that we were carrying. And in fact, we closed out 20 of those 21 positions. And those 20 closes came to negative $50,000. That was about what I was predicting when I was bitching and moaning about it on Friday. What I didn't know was going to happen, that stuck in those 21 stocks was one stock that was just going to make the world a difference. And I am kind of part of the reason I'm feeling pretty good about all this today is that I've mentioned this many times, that one of the things I'm doing when I pick these portfolios of 50 stocks, I'm looking to find one, that's all we need, just one high flyer. One of these stocks that just goes absolutely crazy. We've had several of them. One of them I can remember made like almost $250,000 trading the 5.0 QM that I do. And what I've said is, if you get one of those a month, you're going to make so much money, we're not going to know what to do with it, you know? You just, one a month, 6 a year, one every other month is good enough to just make this portfolio explosive. And so I'm always looking for those, but it's like looking for a needle in a haystack, and you never know for sure when you're going to hit it right. Well, in that batch of 21 apparently horrible stocks that we held on Friday, there was one of the big ones. And that happened, and that has just made all the difference. I'm going to show you that in just a second. But I will say, as far as our statistics, I told you we closed out negative $50,000. Dow was up 46 points, but we got into 20 new, well, actually we got into 19 new positions today and carried one. We carried one, 13 positive, 7 negative, and our open trade equity on the close today is $100,000 and some change. Yep, we topped $100,000 today in our open trade. So obviously that more than cancels our $50,000 and closed out loss, and looks like we should see quite a bit of profit on top of that. We got to wait till tomorrow. We never know what's going to happen. Let me show you three stocks. I'm saving the best for last, okay? So, the first one I'm going to show you here. But by the way, just in general terms, in addition to this huge trade that we had, which by the way came from the May portfolio, not the June portfolio, but the June portfolio performed very well today. It was just a whole different feeling today. Had, the majority of the stocks were profitable, and we had some real good trades. I'll show you a couple of them here. This first one is BTX, which is Brooklyn Immunotherapeutics. Brooklyn Immunotherapeutics, BTX. We bought this on the pop. It kept going, closed almost on its high there, and we are up $4,800 in Brooklyn Immunotherapeutics. Next, I think I got a. This is ATOS, which is Atossa Therapeutics Incorporated. Atossa Therapeutics Incorporated. That chart very similar to the other one. Pops up, we grab it, it keeps going. A little bit of pullback here, but even with that pullback, we are up $6,100 in Atossa Therapeutics Incorporated. It looks like a great trade. Now here's the one. Here's the one we search and look for and pray we get. This is WPG, which is Washington Prime Group Incorporated. Honestly, I don't know what they do. I don't know what was driving this stock today. On Friday, we bought this on a little pop. It closed, with a couple $100 profit on Friday. Never looked like anything at all, but we were in there. We got in there first hour on Friday, and we were held it over the 3-day weekend. This morning, it just explodes right out of the gate, and I thought, well, that looks pretty good. I wonder when it's going to pull back. I wonder when the whack-a-moles are going to be hitting this. Whack-a-moles really never got a hold of this thing. It drifted a little, and then it started really moving. Up here, at the top of this move, this thing is up about $110,000 in just one stock. $110,000. This thing up like 160% or something like that up here. It did pull back some, but not too bad, and it's been back up here in the aftermarket. It's not up there right now, but it did come back almost to the highs here in the aftermarket. That's a good sign. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But anyway, right now, is on the close here, this thing is worth $78,000. So, people, I can't, the emotional part of me just, I can't tell you how many times I've been through this. I've been doing this 30 years or so. I've seen this many, many times. But it always just takes my breath away. It makes my knees shake. It brings tears to my eyes. And I am humbled by the power of this Geordie trading system. I mean, after all, last month was so horrible. It's just day after day we're getting slashed, cut, stabbed. It was just horrible. And we get to the end of May, and you've seen my report if you're a customer, and we just had nothing but blood to show for our efforts in May. And yet, we got this one stock that closed with a couple $100 profit on Friday, and today, on the 1st of June, this thing blows its stack so high here that I'm not saying this is going to happen for sure. It certainly isn't, probably won't, but it could. There's enough power here in this one little diddly stock that we bought on Friday to cancel out all those losses from May. And that's why these high flyers are so important that we find them. We don't have to find very many, just one once in a while, and it totally offsets our losses. And that is what has happened here with Washington Prime Group Incorporated, WPG. Just unbelievable. It took my breath away. I still can't believe it, but you're looking at it right here. It saved the day. Anyway, it's going to be an interesting night for me watching this thing in the aftermarket, and also tomorrow morning we will be getting out of this thing. It can't possibly jump so high that would keep us in another day, but it could take out those highs. It could still do a lot more upside. We'll just have to see what happens. Trader Bob sign off. I'll see you tomorrow on Wednesday.